Hey guys, on the boat today after a long work week. I am going to buddy boat over to Catalina Island. It's the middle of January, and yeah, swim trunks, flip-flops. We're gonna clean the boat up. We've had some pretty bad fires in the area, so the boat is just absolutely covered in ash and dirt. So I'm gonna clean the boat up so I have a nice clean ride. But I'm gonna buddy boat with Wavelength. He's going over with his son. I'm gonna solo it, and hopefully we're gonna stay at Cat Harbor and then Little Fisherman's. We're gonna anchor up. So that'll be a first for me to spend the night on the hook a couple nights, but looking forward to it. Stick with us.
Hello friends, I'm Eric, and I've been lucky enough to spend my entire life on the water. After years of dreaming, planning, and learning all the ins and outs of sailing, I finally purchased my 42-foot sailboat, Sea-Renity. This decision wasn't just about buying a boat for me, it was about preparing for future retirement. Now I spend my days exploring the beautiful California coast with family and friends. In 2024, I launched my YouTube channel, Sailing Sea-Renity, to document this incredible journey. I've been making steady progress on upgrading her to ensure she's ready for whatever the ocean throws our way. Improvements from new gear to system overhauls, and I'm sharing every step of the way with you on this channel. If you followed during Season 1, you've already seen some of the early upgrades and adventures we've taken. But in Season 2, we're taking my adventures up a notch. Join us, click like and subscribe, and come along on this exciting journey on Sailing Sea-Renity.
Alright, so heading out to Catalina Island. It's about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Kind of got a later start than originally anticipated. My boat was just so dirty. But we're buddy boating out there with a buddy of mine, Shane, and his son, who's on SV Wavelength. They're right behind me. So we're gonna buddy boat out. I'm gonna solo it over to Catalina. I think we're gonna do 2 harbors with Little Fisherman's, try to anchor up there tonight, and then we'll do Cat Cove the next night. So that's our game plan right now. We'll see how it all plays out. Absolutely beautiful out here. Might even have a little bit of wind. We'll see. Over the last week or so, we've had some pretty amazing winds. In California, we call them the Santa Anas. I feel like every time I'm out on the boat, I'm talking about these Santa Ana winds. We just tend to have them quite a bit recently. So they cause a lot of destruction, fire damage, and stuff like that. I was lucky enough to get away from work and get out on the water. So we're gonna solo on over to Catalina. Here we go. Hey Shane, just looking at the time, what do you think about 2 harbors, Little Fisherman's for the first night?
That sounds perfect.
All right, sounds good. That'll be our game plan then.
Follow you over, and if we get separated, I'll see you there.
All right, sounds good. All right, we're cruising right along. I got the Catalina Flyer to the left of me, and then I've got Wavelength right off to the side there. And we're heading out to the beautiful island. Hopefully I'll give you a little tour of Wavelength later on. It's a beautiful Beneteau. I think it's a little bit bigger than mine, maybe a 45. It's got the dual helms. It's a beautiful boat. And just a great guy. Goes sailing all the time and just happens to be my dock neighbor. So taking a little trip. But it's absolutely beautiful out here. Probably a little more than halfway across the channel. It's like 2:30, quarter to 3 in the afternoon. We're remember this is the middle of January, so hence the sweatshirt. But it's nice out. I mean, the smoke from the fires kind of gives it a weird look. I mean, it's really tranquil and relaxing. I mean, the seas are like glass, calm. A little bit of a breeze picking up now, but it's right in my face. So it really doesn't do any good to put the sails up, but just sitting on the bow of the boat and enjoying my trip over.
I'm taking the same horse as before, not coming back around. If you feel like showing me the door, not gonna say see you later, 'cause you know I'm superstitious. I'll take one last kiss.
I need my glasses. I'm not sure if you can hear me with the wind, but we're pulling into two harbors. We're gonna get a little fisherman's. My buddy boat Wavelength is already there. They said it's wide open. Of course, we motored the whole way over here, no wind, and now I got 17 knots as I'm coming in. So never fails, but it's absolutely still beautiful out here. We're gonna have an unbelievable sunset, and looking forward to it. Man, I was trying to get some time-lapse footage, but I just had to show you that the ocean actually looks like it's on fire. It is absolutely unbelievable with the smoke and the sun just shining on it. I'm not sure if the camera can actually catch it, but it is kind of crazy coming into two harbors in the isthmus. You can see the two fires burning.
I'm taking the same horse as
all right, we're on the hook at Little Fisherman's. It's got like a little camp area there. Wavelength right behind me. And we are on the hook. So this will be the first time that I've anchored overnight. I've anchored a couple times, but not overnight. So most of the recommendations is a bow and stern anchor, but the wind's really kind of swirling around, so I'm going to kind of see what the wind does here a little bit before I set my my stern anchor. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it for a little bit, be on anchor watch. Not sure how well I'm going to sleep tonight being on the hook. Not sure how good you can see me, but I got the boat all set up. It's beautiful out here. Of course, it's a little nerve-wracking being on the hook, and got an anchor alarm set. Don't know how well it will work, but it's all good. We'll see. I'm going to go over to Wavelength and have a little dinner. So, all right, so on the hook right now, and I'm not going to lie, this is pretty miserable, actually. We're really rocking and rolling out here. The video won't even be able to do it justice. I'll try to share it a little bit outside. Had a great dinner over at Wavelength. Thank you very much. Carne asada tacos, they were awesome. But of course, there's always that heightened awareness because the boat's on the hook. And we are really rocking and rolling out here. I'll take you guys outside with me, and I don't think it'll even do it justice, but we are really moving around. So you can see Wavelength over there. We've got good enough distance from us, but the wind's really picked up, and yeah, the hook's holding good, but the winds are kind of all over the place, and it's just kind of crazy out here. So I don't know how much sleep I'm gonna get tonight, but half of me is like, oh, maybe I should just go get a mooring, but it's dark, and I think I'll just ride this one out. So morning, guys, from Little Fisherman's. Didn't get much sleep last night. Stayed up most of the night, just kind of keeping an eye on the anchor and
actually slept in the cockpit out on the deck area, just to be able to pop my head up every once in a while and see how we looked. Anchor held fine, but man, the swell was something else. We were rolling all night long. I know my buddy on Wavelength put out his rocker stoppers. He said it didn't make much difference. Beautiful morning. Winds have kind of died down, but just one of those things, you know, until you're super confident with anchoring, I just didn't want to find myself breaking free. So, but beautiful morning. I think our plan is still to go to Cat Harbor. I don't know that I'm going to anchor tonight. I think I might just pick up a mooring so I can get a good night's sleep. But we'll see what the day has in store for us. Looks like it's going to be beautiful. Like to get a hike in, and who knows, maybe a little sail. All right.
All right, guys. We are still cruising north on the east side of the island. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and we're heading over to Cat Harbor. You know, this is my first solo over to Catalina. I soloed down to Dana Point and done some soloing just around the harbor, but this is my first solo to Catalina. Of course, I came with my dad a couple episodes ago. If you guys watched that, if not, you should go back and watch it. Got my 80-year-old dad on the boat. He loved it, and I did most of the work, but at least somebody else was there with me. So, you know, each time I'm like challenging myself and trying to up my knowledge and you know, practice with different things and almost make myself uncomfortable to just get better. I'm definitely one of those individuals that I like that challenge. While last night was restless, and I was on the hook and had to keep an eye out, it kept me alert, and it kept me kind of challenged for what the sailing life has to do. And I think I've mentioned it before, you know, I don't have all the opportunities to travel the world, but we've got these islands right off of our coast, and why not come out and enjoy them? And, you know, being a first responder, not all the time can my friends come out. You know, we work a crazy schedule, and there's a lot going on right now. I was fortunate enough to get a couple days off of work, but this is my place to kind of relax, reset everything. And as I was explaining to Shane on SV Wavelength last night, I mean, really YouTube is just it's a hobby for me. My wife's handicapped, she's at home, and you know, when she's in bed or sleeping, it makes it a good time for me to be able to edit some videos and do some things. And just because your life, you know, you get thrown curveballs and you have tragedies that happen, doesn't mean that you can't still live life to the fullest. Hey guys, we got dolphins right here. They're just cruising right along with us. Lots of dolphins. They're all right here, cruising right along. Oh wow, they're big ones too. Look at all these dolphins. They're right at the bow of the boat here. Hi guys! Hi guys! So just myself and Wavelength, and the dolphins are just swimming right with us. Hey guys, so on the backside of Catalina Island, it's absolutely beautiful out here. In my haste to get some dolphins, I took my new remote mic that I just installed a couple days ago and kicked it with my foot and actually broke it. So kind of bummed out about that, but there is a ton of dolphins out here, and it's just absolutely gorgeous on this side. Hard to believe that it's the middle of January right now. It's got to be 72 degrees or so outside. No wind, we're just motoring along, but just absolutely beautiful. So, all right guys, not sure how good you can hear me. The wind actually just started picking up. It's about 14 knots right now as we're coming into Cat Harbor on the backside of Catalina. It is absolutely beautiful. It's got to be like 75 degrees out here. Wavelength is just right in front of me. I think I'm gonna moor tonight. Just peace of mind. We got some Santa Anas that have kicked up. So that's one of the reasons we came to the backside. The other reason was because we'd never been back here before. So like I said, gotta mix it up and challenge ourselves a little bit. But I think for peace of mind and good sleep tonight, I'm gonna grab a mooring over here in Cat Harbor, and it's just absolutely beautiful out here. You know, if you're new to the channel, thanks for visiting. I'm hoping to make a lot more videos like this. Please click like and subscribe down below, and leave your comments, suggestions, ideas. I'm looking for it all. Hey guys, so walking, last night we stayed actually right here. That's Little Fisherman's, and it was definitely a little rougher than that, but we know the Santa Anas are coming in today, and so we moved over to the other side. But it's beautiful out there, and we just went for a hike, so checking it out. As we're walking back from having a great dinner and walking back to the boat right at sunset, in between the two harbor side and the Cat Island side, there's this walkway, and as we're walking back, there's buffalo sitting right here. So pretty amazing. These buffalo are just roaming the land. They were brought here years ago, and the last thing you want to do is upset them. You don't want to go up to them. Just let them keep their peace. But you'll see the Cat Harbor right behind them, and then the buffalo. Hey guys, sitting on the front of the bow of the boat in Cat Harbor, Catalina Island. It is right at sunset. It's absolutely beautiful out. We had a great day, went for a hike, saw buffalo, saw dolphin. Didn't get much sailing in, a lot of motoring. Got to buddy boat with SV Wavelength. I don't think he's got a YouTube channel. Maybe this will encourage him to get one, but thank you Shane from SV Wavelength for going along on this journey with me. You know, this was just a great trip to get away. There's a lot going on right now. LA's had some just absolutely devastating fires. I was fortunate enough to work locally and didn't have to go up to them. But shout out to all those individuals that are up there working tirelessly to try to control that chaotic situation. Unfortunately, earlier this week, I had a friend of mine who was a firefighter pass away from a heart attack on the job. I just saw him a couple weeks ago, and we exchanged conversation about our kids and about, you know, what retirement looked like and stuff like that. And so that hit hard. He was a great guy, and you know, unfortunately, so many firefighters' lives end early, and just really a devastating thing. So that was kind of a bummer deal. He's a wonderful family, and was just something unexpected. But
You know, I've said it before, I got to live life to the fullest. I got to come out here. I got to have people, if anything ever happens to me, I want people to say, you know what, Eric lived life to the fullest. He really went out, he really had an adventure, and that's what I'm doing out here. You know, today and this weekend was just an amazing time to just get out on the water. So, and luckily I'm fortunate enough to have an understanding wife, understanding kids, and still try to spend as much time with them as possible, because that family time's important also. So thank you guys for coming along with me. Thank you for being part of this journey. We are on to season 2. I am excited. We're starting right here in January. Come along, click like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.
We got no plans. Good things come to those who can. Live moment to moment and all in between. It's out there just waiting on you and me. So look alive, 'cause while I was waiting for you, paradise is on the other.
All right, good morning, everybody. It is about 6 a.m. in the morning on Sunday. Santa Ana winds kicked up last night at around, I'd say 4 a.m. So right now they're blowing at, I don't know, 10 to 12 knots. So that comes off the coast, actually off the inland side. So it's an offshore, offshore breeze. So we've been fighting Santa Anas for a while, but should make for a sporty sail home. We're gonna try to head out of here by about 7 this morning. Buddy boat with Wavelength. It's been a great trip. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, get a couple little projects done around the boat, get cleaned up, and we should be good to go. All right, guys, got the main up. I need to trim up the sails a little bit. But let's see, 6.5 knots, just the main, 12 knots of wind. I'll throw out the Genoa here in a minute. Trying to adjust everything, and you know, I got Wavelength. He's putting up the main right behind me. So trying to keep the main up right now. We'll see what this wind does. All right. Okay, guys, we got about 15 knots of wind. And we've got a reef in on my main, and we've got about maybe 30% of my head sail out right now, and we're cruising along right at like 6.5, 7 knots. I don't want to trim it up too much because I'm coming around this point and I think we're going to have a little shift in wind, so I'm just going to kind of see what it does here for a little bit. So, but cruising around along, beautiful day, backside of Catalina Island. Thanks, guys, for sticking with me. One of those. So it's a lot of work by yourself, but when you get out here, it's just such a great feeling. Don't have the autopilot on, it's working fine, I'm just enjoying the sail. So you know, I mentioned a lot of times, it's one of those things that you gotta just bite the bullet and live your dreams and do what you want to do. I mean, this is just an amazing adventure. So thanks for sticking with me. All right, guys, we have full canvas up. We're running at about 7 knots, speed over ground, and we got about 12 knots of wind. Not really working in the direction we wanted it to, but we're just gonna tack a couple times and it'll be good. Sea-Renity up on 6'9". Yeah, I'm not sure how long this Santa Ana is gonna last. I'm considering tacking and going for it at about 5 points.
Sounds good. I'll let you tack and then I'll tack behind you.
Okay, yeah, the wind was really shifty there for a while, but it looks to be pretty constant coming, you know, from the right direction. So I think I'm gonna shoot for it.
Yeah, I'm thinking